Hello everyone, Chief Weather Forecaster Beckett Webb here. Thank you so much here for tuning in and looking at today's weather headlines here. Massive warm up today. Rain and snow showers return into midweek, and again, massive warm up into early next week. Today is February 3rd, 2026, and you're watching today's edition of Weather Watch, and it starts in just a moment. Hello everyone, Beckett Webb here, and welcome to the brand new Asheville Flight Network. This is a brand new 24/7 live broadcast of looking at Asheville departures and arrivals directly from the Asheville Regional Airport, along with disruptions, anything like that. This is a whole new level of flight tracking. If you're interested in just watching flights come in, flights leave, or live air traffic control, you can all find it right here on the new Asheville Flight Network. Not just that, it's not just live air traffic control and watching flights fly in and fly out of the Asheville Airport. You will be able to find the latest flight news here on the Asheville Flight Network. If anything is affecting the Asheville Regional Airport, like we see any technical difficulties that's making it hard for flights to fly out of Asheville or fly into Asheville, we'll be covering that live on the Asheville Flight Network nonstop. This is the place that you can find the latest information directly all about Asheville Regional Airport. And if you just love tracking flights, this is a network for you. You will also be able to see departures and arrivals directly live from our Skycam network. You can directly at the Asheville Airport. If you look at the bottom of the screen on the scrolling text, you will also be able to see the latest flight departures and arrival times and when it's scheduled to leave. Looking at the bottom right of the screen as well, you can see if there's any delays or if the Asheville Airport is running perfectly fine with zero things affecting the operation. This is a brand new network that Webb Media Group has been working on in the last 2 years, and it has finally come to this. You're also being able to listen to live air traffic control, where you can't find it anywhere else, all exclusively on the Asheville Flight Network. You do not want to miss it. This is the official launch of the Asheville Flight Network, and it all starts now. Alrighty, hello everyone. Chief Weather Forecaster Beckett Webb here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you were here during the beginning of that broadcast just moments ago, you could see we actually launched Asheville Flight Network a couple days ago, around 13 days ago, and it's out of all been the best network so far. So if you're interested in tracking flights or aviation, anything like that, added on to weather, or just trying to see how the Asheville Regional Airport is right now, make sure to check out Asheville Flight Network on all social media platforms, YouTube and Facebook, the main priority places. So make sure to check it out there, along with looking up, if you look us up on Twitter, you'll see us under Asheville Flight. Now let's go and get started with the latest weather forecast here. Well, actually starting off with today's hourly forecast here. Temperatures will be cooler, a lot warmer than we've seen the last couple of days. Cloudy conditions continuing through almost the entirety of today. Cooling, starting off in the morning at 21 degrees, warming into the mid-30s by 11 a.m. Mid-40s 2 through 4 p.m. That will probably drop a lot of the snow accumulation through much of the mountains, before we see rain showers return into the forecast 8 through 10 p.m., with temperatures cooling down into the upper to mid-30s, again reducing all that snow accumulation that we have so far. Looking at today's forecast here, starting off in Asheville, temperatures will be in the upper 40s with mostly sunny skies, upper 40s towards Greenville-Spartanburg with partly sunny skies, mid 40s with partly sunny skies towards Charlotte, lower 50s with increasing cloudiness towards Toccoa, upper 40s with partly sunny and showers likely, sitting at about a 60% chance of precipitation. Looking at yesterday's almanac here, yesterday's high was 34, the low is 9, average high is 51, average low is 29, record high is 76 degrees. Record low is -2, so we weren't really even close to that record low. We can see the precipitation so far this month is 0.01 inches, bringing that yearly total at 3.93 inches. Sunrise was at 7:29 a.m. and sunset is at 5:59 p.m. We also had a record event towards the Charlotte Metro, reached 10 degrees last night, ties the previous record of 10 degrees, also set in 1917. So that is some pretty cold temperatures here. Now looking at the wintry weather possibility here, let's go ahead and make that into a loop. Hold on. There we go. Let's make that into a loop here. We can see wintry weather remains possible Wednesday night into Thursday here. We can see little to no accumulation is expected. Moderate to very heavy snowfall looks to be possible. But again, the accumulations will reduce a lot. A dusting to maybe an inch remains possible. Even in the North Carolina and Tennessee state line, you can see those accumulations will remain low at accumulation at a trace to about an inch. So nothing really major expected out of the system, maybe some delays, but again, nothing too major. So if you're looking forward to more snow, snow flurries at that time, just look out for that. Besides that, not really expecting much out of this system. So really, we don't have much to talk about. Looking at the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, much of the northeast and the southeast remains below average temperatures there. The rest of the country from the Midwest all to the northwest and southwest, way above average temperatures, especially from Texas all the way up towards Montana. Way above average temperatures are forecasted. They've stayed above average temperatures for much of the winter season so far. The western North Carolina mountains and northeast Georgia, western North Carolina mountains and the northeast portion of the United States has been seeing way below average temperatures. Even you can see Florida is included in those below average temperatures. So really something to watch out for. Let's go ahead here and take a look at the latest futurecast here of the next couple of hours. We can see starting off the morning around 7 a.m., 9 a.m., cloudy to mostly cloudy skies there. Cloudy conditions, clouds start to show up more towards 2 through 1 p.m., well 12 through 1 p.m. for that matter, before we see moderate to very heavy rainfall start to push its way in around 5 p.m. Tuesday, or 5 p.m. this evening. You can see places along the North Carolina Tennessee state line towards Waynesville could see mixed precipitation out of this once you're at that freezing mark, higher elevations. The rest of the viewing area remain at moderate to very heavy rainfall, especially towards the South Carolina upstate. Moderate to very heavy rainfall continues all the way through the early portion of Wednesday morning as we drop out with increasing cloudiness. Showers continuing through much of the South Carolina upstate before it finally starts to clear out a little bit towards the Piedmont, North Carolina, towards around 7 a.m. Some pop-up showers still continue to be possible in the early portion of Wednesday morning, so definitely want to watch out for that for your morning commute. Becoming more widespread towards our upstate South Carolina and Piedmont, North Carolina counties. Then you could see some snow showers really start to pop up towards Morganton along I-77 there. You can see continuing through the futurecast, more widespread snow showers start to make its way up through much of the area. There we go. Through much of the viewing area there. We could see Morganton, Marion pushing its way. Let me see. Do we have enough here? No, we don't. You can see even Morganton there becoming more widespread towards the afternoon and evening hours through much of the western North Carolina mountains. Looking at today's high temperatures, upper 40s, even mid to low 50s possible in the South Carolina upstate before temperatures cool down into the lower to mid 20s, upper teens through much of the western North Carolina mountains before warming up into the mid 40s, mid 50s again through the South Carolina upstate tomorrow with nice conditions. Showers return into the forecast Tuesday and Wednesday before clear conditions continue Thursday all the way through Monday. Temperatures will be warm than we've last seen the last couple of days. Temperatures in the upper 40s dropping into the lower 40s Thursday. Upper 40s again into the early portion of the weekend before we warm up into the low 50s Sunday all the way through Monday. Temperatures will be a lot warmer for lows in the upper 30s, low 20s sometimes, but again we'll warm up into the mid 20s, right at that freezing mark or right at 30 degrees by Sunday. Alright everyone, I'm Chief Weather Forecaster Beckett Webb here. Thank you so much for tuning in to the special Weather Watch program. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you all on the Weather Watch program again tomorrow, Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in. We'll leave you with the latest updated high-low weather 7-day forecast.